Hey everyone, it's Ashley, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel. So I have a overdue full bin, what I have been worming. I feel like, let's just get into it. I feel like the box or the bin here is mostly full because I do have this box of an air purifier replacement, a filter here. Literally like 2 days after I replaced my last air purifier filter, the one in the room next door also like went off. So I did get those air purifiers like the exact same time, so it totally makes sense, but I did replace another one. This is just like the dirt. Oh, this is not even the dirty one. It's empty in here. It's just a reminder. So I feel like my air purifier filters weren't as dirty as some people have been showing. We do live in a brand new house. We are the first people to live here ever. And we also, it's only us two and our cat. So don't know, like Corey vacuums every single week. I don't know. Obviously everybody's factors are different. I felt like mine just had like smaller little pieces of like things that it had collected out of the air. I also don't tend to run my air purifiers on high. I just find that we have like a very low, it's not very noisy in this house. So I feel like when they're on high, it's just like blasting the noise. So I like to run them on low. If it's just me home and Corey's not here, I'll let them just do their thing on auto. But generally, if we're both home, like if Corey's home, I will keep them on the low setting, so not auto mode, so they don't ever go on high, because he really doesn't like the high mode. He does think it's a little loud. So obviously when it's on high, it sucks in a lot more. So that could also be why I don't have like as dirty of filters. We don't tend to run our ceiling fan like a whole lot, but I also moved my air purifier recently. Like there's a ton of factors, obviously. I will say though, I love them. Like I feel like when I changed the filters, I was like, I thought we lived in a really clean house, but like there's still things on these filters. So it's crazy. Okay. I have a lot going on here, obviously. Let's try to start with non-wax if possible, but I have mixes that I want to try to keep together ideally, but I don't know if it's gonna work. Okay, screw it, let's just go for it. Okay, I have an oil. Let's just wing it. I have in here an oil, but it's really disgusting. It like leaks kind of. It is from last year's summer collection. It's sandal season. I've been really trying to work on my oils. I do find actually these like mini oils only have like 30 or so drops in them. Maybe that's not an exact count, but I feel like 30 to 50-ish, like they really don't have a lot of drops. So I mean, if you're using your deluxe diffuser and putting in like 10 drops, that might only be like 10 or 5 uses. Like I said, I could be like just doing an estimation that's way off, but I feel like I use these and I'm like, oh wow, I'm getting close to the bottom, and then I'm like, oh, it's gone. Like they do actually go pretty fast once you actively use them. So that's what I'm working on doing, is actively using them. This is just like a very summery floral. I've been just trying to rotate through all my summer oils because I'm trying to use the things I have. Let's talk about this washer whiff. I emptied the Scentsy clean washer whiffs. I'm gonna have to get some more of these in my next party closeout. I love the smell of Scentsy clean washer whiffs. I do this on our towels and our bedding. That's it. I did open up the White Teen Cactus to use in the interim, but I have open White Teen Cactus, Coral Waters, which I'm just using on like our clothes, and also Pink Cotton, which I'm just using on our clothes. And then I did open Fluffy Fleece to make samples. Just have a lot of things going on. But since I made samples out of it, obviously it's not full, but that's a lot going on, like I said. Aloha Citrus Scent Circle. I was trying the hack where you like put some in your trash can to make it smell better. I don't know if this just wasn't strong enough. Like, I kind of wish I just would have gave this to a customer and not wasted on my trash can. I thought like Aloha Citrus. I was putting too much faith in the word citrus, and I feel like I can't smell it at all in there. Well, obviously, like, there's trash in there. All I did was put it on, I put like a command hook on the side of our trash, and then I just like hung it from there, like, but inside the trash, if that makes sense. Because I was like, I don't know how else to kind of rig this up. I didn't want to put it at the bottom of the trash can. I'm really weird about the bottom of the trash can. It's like a phobia, but I'm just like, I don't want to touch the bottom of the trash can. That seems disgusting to me. So I put it on the side. I may just put the coconut lemongrass scent pack that we got from our, if you have a Scentsy club that ships in July, you get a free scent pack, and I got coconut lemongrass, so I may just use that one because I feel like it'd be stronger. But before I opened my scent pack, I wanted to see if it would like work. So I used this as a test dummy, and this didn't work. So I'm like, do I risk the scent pack, or do I just like not, because I failed? Okay, I finished my Make a Splash hand cream. Thank goodness. I was like definitely over this. The notes are dewy melon, green apple, and turquoise waters. I'm just like so over Make a Splash. I know there's a lot of fans of it. I used to be a mega fan of it, but I'm just like over it. So over it. So I do apologize if you're a fan. I can't anymore. I'm Make a Splashed out. Okay. Let's pull out all of the bottom things here, because we have quite the pod situation going on. Oh, I found more oils. Let's put these down. That's just pods. Oh my gosh. How many pods did I use? Okay. Worked on. I'm so glad. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm doing so good. Okay. We have an Empty orange strawberry melon. This is the one that I was like, oh wow, I'm like not less than halfway, like it was almost towards the bottom, and it just like stopped dripping. I maybe got like 10 drops out of it. Like I said, orange strawberry melon. I do think this is in the catalog right now and it's going away. I like this one, but it's like pretty intense. I like it because like caramel, vanilla, strawberry, is that what it was called? That got discontinued and never made a return. It like almost fills the gap for that in my soul, but like it also doesn't. I really just love that one. I was hoping they would be kind of similar to like bridge the gap that's not available, but it's not doing that. Speaking of the devil, caramel, vanilla, strawberry. I have 2 or 3 full-size bottles of this that are not open because I love it. This is like strawberry pound cake from Bath & Body Works, but it's in oil form. It's my favorite. Why did they discontinue this? Oh, it's so good. This bottle is fairly full though, so I'm paranoid to use it because I love it. Makes total sense, right? Pink pineapple and rose. I feel like this one was really rosy. Yeah, like not a lot of pineapple, mostly just rose. But I'm gonna continue on. Melon, water, and aloe. Wow, I really was like aloe. I don't remember doing this one. I must have did this. Like, I haven't done this basket in like 2 weeks. I know I did it because I remember putting these drops in because I was like, I'm pretty sure I did it twice actually, but I don't remember it actually going. What I'm going to do with my oils is I think I'm going to move a diffuser. I'm just really up in the air with my diffusers, if you can't tell from these videos. Also, there's something really bothering my eye. I put eye drops in before this, but it's not helping. I think I might move a diffuser into this, like my office here, maybe. And Oils I really like love. Corey's blending a smoothie. I apologize. Oils I really love, like caramel, vanilla, strawberry, and like marshmallow buttercream, awesome apple, like maybe some of the new ones, they sound really good. I have some holiday ones I really, really like peppermint oils. Those types of things I want to do somewhere where I can like actively smell them. So like here in my office, I felt like the bedroom, but I don't feel like that's the right place for it. So then maybe the open concept, like I don't really have a place for them in the open concept though, unfortunately. So I feel like the next best option would maybe be here in my office. Because right now I've been doing them in the bathroom, but I don't want to waste my favorite oils that I want to like actively smell on the bathroom. Like the pink pineapple and rose, great for the bathroom. Like if I'm just smelling it while I'm in there, it's doing its job. It's not my favorite, but it's just doing its thing in there. Great. But like caramel, vanilla, strawberry, I don't want it to go in the bathroom. I want it to go somewhere where I'm actively smelling it. Hope that makes sense. So I may, obviously I don't know what space going on right here, but there's a will, there's a way. I'm gonna find a way to do it, okay? I pulled out this extremely dirty and disgusting, sorry you had to see that, dryer disc. She's beat up. I never take these out of my dryer, except for if I do my towels and I put in like an actual dryer sheet for like static, I will remove these typically, because I put these with like my dryer balls that like catch lint and stuff, and I can't put those with dryer sheets because then the dryer sheet just gets wrapped into those. Like it doesn't actually do the drying, the fabric business. But otherwise I just leave them in there so they get really, really beat up. And this is Palm Trees and Ocean Breeze, but it smells like a combination of all kinds of wacky things because like it's just been sitting. It's been long overdue. I feel like the dryer discs are something I just like have. It's not something I like actively buy. That I only had like one or two more of those. So I don't know if I will continue to buy them or what. Like I just don't know if I feel like the value is in the washer whiffs and the laundry liquid, and I do like the Scent Soft, but like mostly those first two, Scentsy Fresh, that's in a different category for me. So like I don't know. Okay, I'm going off. I have to get back on track. Okay, let's talk about all these pod situations. So I have two from the Easter collection. I have Blueberry Burst and I have Raspberry Lollipop. I feel like I maybe have duplicates of these. They were nice. This Blueberry Burst literally is like almost rancid. It's been like, it went way past its due date. It's like way off. This one also smells like nothing. I feel like those did really well. The Blueberry Burst was like strong. I do recall. And then I have also, these two kind of go together. This is funny. I have Sugared Strawberry and Berry Bright. These two were from the Easter collection the prior year. These ones are like my fave. I actually have a new pack of Sugared Strawberry I just got in the last flash sale because I love these. I wish they would bring them into the normal catalog when those scents are available. It's such a bummer that they don't do that, but I try to pick them up in clearance whenever they're available there because I do love them. They're also really good mixed together. I really love it. Okay. Then to replace all these things, I had some pink cotton. This was like so strong. It's still really, really strong. It's like, even in the pods, completely blow you out of the water. Super strong. So had to pump the brakes on that. I was like, whoa, this is like it was like almost too much. So I have them in the air purifier. I feel like that lessens them anyway, rather than a regular wall fan. And then if I just need to, I'll just do like one. I've even done where I like put it in the middle of the two holes, so it really like dilutes it. Obviously you can take them out if it's too much too, but those are my tricks. Vanilla bean buttercream. I have this one going at work and it's really good. I really like it. I have the pink cotton pods in here, so this container smells like pink cotton. And then in the like living room area air purifier, I have kukui and coconut. I feel like I can't smell these pots. I need to go reinvestigate. Obviously I have warmers there, could make a difference. And they are in the air purifier in a really large area, but feel like they're not doing much for me. Okay, I think all we have left is wax, and I want to start off with my wax cup of Glacier water. This is the August scent of the month, and I have so many thoughts. And do I have I wish I was more organized in this office here. Story of my life, right? I know I have the notes like right here, but like I'm ready to make samples with those labels and everything. Okay, it's like lavender, maybe like mountain air. I know that sounds so dumb when I say it, but bergamot? I don't know if that's a note. I don't know. I know lavender for sure because I know in my whiff box, this came in the whiff box. So if you buy the whiff box this month, you should get this. Obviously, while supplies last. The whiff box can change throughout the month. Just saying. I feel like in my whiff box, when I got this, I was like, oh, Patricia said that she really smelled lavender, which she told me she really got lavender. She commented, but what did she say? She said either like she really got it on cold or it really died off when she made some comment. I was like, I read it, but now I forget what it said. But also, I feel like I get no lavender. And I warmed this sample cup, but it was kind of light, but also it's only this much. And I'm normally doing like a whole bar at a time. And I did it here in my office. But it was really, really good. But I also feel like I didn't get lavender. I feel like I got almost like a icy, not like peppermint, but in the way like Arctic Kiss and Polar Bear Hug have that like cooling effect with like a fresh air type of feeling. I really liked it. I'm about to get my bars, so then I will have more experience with them. But I don't feel like I got any lavender. Like, if it was there, it was like a trace. I almost kind of smell like a really nice, just here in the little like cup, like a really nice unisex, woodsy, like body wash or something. I'm just saying, that's my, I'm really excited. Like at first I was nervous. I was like, this is such a weird scent for August, which I feel like the timing is still a little bit weird to me, but maybe once I get a full bar, I'll feel differently, but I do like it. Okay. Let me see here if I could pull out some of the things I was working on. So I didn't do this specific sandalwood. I didn't do this last go around. This was from last time we talked. However, I told you guys I was gonna try and dupe it. I was unsuccessful. I feel like I got really close, but I'm missing something. And I think I might try like one more thing. Maybe I'm missing a component and I don't know what it is. I think it's the sweetness. Let's just get into it. I attempted with these 3 bars right here. So I have satin sheets, I have cashmere corduroy, and I have toasted marshmallow because I thought this was gonna bring me the sweetness, but let's talk about how this went. Initially, I was like, I tried satin sheets on its own because I was like, let me just get a feel for what this is like on its own. I had never warmed it before. And it's really sandalwood heavy at the start. Obviously, this is called Pacific Sandalwood. Like, I thought I hit a home run. So it's really sandalwood heavy at the start, and then every day it warms, it gets more and more and more and more vanilla. Like, the sandalwood really dies, and it mostly just becomes vanilla. That was my experience with this bar alone. So I was like, okay, I feel like I have a really good base here, but there's a lot of wood at the start. But like, I feel like this is a good base. Vanilla and sandalwood, Pacific Sandalwood. So I was like, I need like a little bit of sweetness. So I was like, okay, I feel like my natural instinct would be cashmere corduroy, because this has like, I think this has sandalwood in it. Maybe I can grab this catalog. Let's investigate here. Cashmere corduroy is vanilla, Sicilian bergamot, and cashmere sandalwood. Like, can you see why I thought I was hitting a home run here? The notes and the way it smells, just, it was my first instinct of like what to mix to get to Pacific Sandalwood. And then when I was like, ooh, have satin sheets, I could do a little situation here. But I felt like I needed more sweetness. So I was like, I'm going to throw in the toasted marshmallow because it's marshmallow, right? Here's the deal. I think this was close-ish. Not like that close. I'm kind of frustrated that I cannot just like have more Pacific Sandalwood. But the toasted marshmallow is just too toasty. I also tried just mixing like cashmere corduroy and toasted marshmallow. It's just, the toasted marshmallow is just that. It's toasted. Like, it's not just sweetness. So it was not what I wanted it to be. Like, for this mix, it was not what it was supposed to be doing. I feel like the closest I got was mixing cashmere corduroy and satin sheets together. And then just like letting them go for a while. I feel like that's the closest I got, but it still was not even, it's not it. It's not what I want. So if you have any suggestions, I kind of want to try cotton candy cookie with something, because I feel like that's a lot of sweetness, and to me they smell kind of similar in a way. Maybe I mixed cotton candy cookie and cashmere and corduroy. I need some suggestions. I ended up I'm not going to put satin sheets in my club. You probably already saw that. Initially, it was like, if this turns out great, I'll absolutely club this. I don't feel like I got close enough to like actual success. So I'm not clubbing. Also in the bedroom, I did some lavender cotton, test this for the club. This is just way too strong. I love it in laundry. I love it in a scent pack. I'm sure it's really great in Scentsy Fresh. I also have that, but it's unopened. Like, I feel like it's a great one. It was just so strong. It was so strong in the wax. Do I have any other bedroom ones? That might be, oh, Fresh Ice. And I have this nice thank you sticker on here. Corey put that on there. I was testing my, can you tell it's like a little janky at the bottom? I have a thermal label printer, and so we were doing some testing, and he wanted to label the spark. So he just stuck it right on top. Fresh Ice. We get this frequently, bi-monthly and quarterly. So obviously I have to use it. I feel like it didn't last long this last go around that I used it, but it was amazing. Like, I put it in and I just was like, whew. Like, it's so minty, and I feel like the mint scents just really like make me relax in a way. Like, they just really, if I like have a headache or like if I'm super stressed, things like that, I just feel like it brings me peace. You know, it sounds like I'm not claiming it's healing anything, like it's not going to cure your sickness, but I feel like just mentally it helps me. Okay, so this was kind of like I feel like people talk about their like garage warms. I feel like this is in that category. So this is the blue raspberry ice. I ended up putting, I had the diffuser. I know we talked about the diffuser earlier, but I have it in the upstairs bathroom here. That area is just really hard to scent. The vent is in the floor, so things I put on the counter, like, I feel like the airflow just isn't good for scenting purposes specifically. It's just really a tough area. So I had the diffuser in there. It was going great. I felt like the diffuser was just a lot to manage in there. And like I said, with the whole diffuser situation in the bathrooms, like, I want to I want to experience my scents outside the bathroom, or at least one diffuser. So I ended up putting in there just a mini warmer. And because it's very hard to scent, I'm like, this is going to be my, like, I don't want to use these bars anywhere else. But if they barely scent this room, I'd be happy. Here we go, blue raspberry ice. So that's like what I ended up doing. And this bar got relegated to there. So I only have 3 cubes left of it. Obviously it's going to be a slow, warm process, but I'm like, if I just do like a cube a day, and it takes me, what, 8 days to get through a bar. I don't like the scent, but I feel like I used it. Like, I'll feel happy about that. So that's my, like, garage or, like, husband's man cave. Like, you know, I feel like Amy Jackson's Thursday series she's doing where she talks about people, like, putting things in their husband's man cave that they don't like because they don't want to smell it, but they don't care. I feel like that's kind of the situation here. So I just, yeah, that's gonna be my plan there. And I was like, I have bars like I really can use here, so I'm really excited about it because I want to get through them. I don't want them to go to waste, but also I'm like, I don't want to use these. Like, I know I don't like them, so yeah. In the office here, if we talk about my office warms next, I did Bora Bora Blossom. I'm really glad I put this in my club. I actually really like it. It's such a, like, I feel like it's a unique floral because it's got some type of fruit or something extra in there that really makes it appealing to me. I also feel like it smells very nostalgic in a way, but I like maybe something from my childhood. I don't know, but I just really, really like the scent. And every time I warm it, I feel like I like it even more. Like, oh, it smelled good in the clam, but now it's warming. I really enjoy it. So Prickly Pear and Agave. This spoiler is in the whiff box, or at least it was in mine. And this is a bar I had warmed before we got that whiff box, and I just wanted to test it. It's on the discontinuing list, so I was like, let's give it a shot. Why not? I had never warmed it before. It's just a little too green for me. But also in the whiff box, I do apologize. I feel like this is a lot of just whiff box spoilers at this point. We also got pink rhubarb sugar, which is very, very sweet. But I was thinking you could probably mix the two and it would be better. So this on its own, not a love for me. Potentially mixing with pink rhubarb sugar may be a hit because that freshness and the mega sweetness, it might like really mesh well. I'm not the best mixer, as you're going to see here in a minute with the rest of my bin, but that was my thought. And then finishing up here in the office today is cucumber and cactus water. I only had 6 cubes left of this, so I just tossed her on in. I like this more in the pods than in the wax bar. I'm really excited to use it in the Scentsy brush because I have that. But I honestly, in the wax, I'm like, I'm not a fan of this. But I was like, I'll give it another shot. I used it in the pods and it was like amazing. It's still going somewhere in my house in the pod. They're mostly dead, I'm sure now. But it was so good in the pods. The pods are sold out, so I do apologize. But they were so much better in the pods. Some note that comes out in that wax is clearly not in the pods. So, next, let's see. I did do, trying to see, I have a lot of open concept situations here, but, okay, I think this is what went down. So I was starting to try a bunch of scents that are going away to test them. So I did test some Atlantic Air. This reminds me of soap. Like, it's fresh, but it has, like, the way Ocean, the bar Ocean, reminds me of soap. This also reminds me of soap. Like, it reminds me of, like, sudsy bar soap. It just does. I don't know why. So that didn't make it to the club. You maybe have already seen my club edit at this point, so you probably already know. Bonfire Beach. I like this one. I just don't love this one. Like, I like it, but I also don't, when it's warming, go like, oh my gosh, let's warm this again. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's not my fave. Mahalo Coconut. This is also not my fave. I feel like it's fine, but I don't love it. Like, I just don't. It's not the coconut I want. I feel like it has too much of, what are the notes in it? I feel like, is it Hawaiian? I know it's Hawaiian lei, but is it violet? I have a catalog. If it has violet in it, there's a good chance that's why I don't like it. I don't like the Hawaiian lei part of it either. Hawaiian lei, violet, pineapple, and coconut. I love pineapple. I love coconut. The other two notes aren't doing it no justice. I did, Hannah Blazon was talking about this the other day. And like every time I think of the sun, I think of it. The first time I smelled this, I literally was like, this reminds me of the lumber yard at like Home Depot or like Lowe's or Menards or anywhere that has a lumber yard. And it still does kind of remind me of that. Like, some sense, I'm like, this is a lumberyard smell. What? Who approved this? Aloe vera and ivy. I was inspired by Sydney to melt this. This is really good. This is kind of similar to Moana, which is available right now. So if you like those like watermelon, sweet summertime type scents, definitely get some Moana. It's kind of similar to this. This is a little bit more of a green version. And I do feel like as this sits more, it becomes more green, but they are still kind of similar. But I have them both in my club because, you know. But that was a really nice, like, it's been really, really hot. So I've been trying to do bars that just, you know, fit that. And that's one of them. So I also worked on some sun-ripened berry. Look at this. Look at this clam. Oh, this is a massacre. Like, why is it so... It's so bad. Why? Look, it's still running. The oils are actively moving in the clam. Like, oh, I know the red bars, I know the red bars get juicy. On the top of this bar, I think I made a post about this on my Instagram stories because I was like, could not believe it. Really love the scent though, by the way. Like, you can't get it anymore. Really love it though. Not in my club. On the top of the bar, I like opened it. It was a little bit juicy. It was like, oh, okay, the red bars get a little juicy. I like broke it up in the clam because if they're a little juicy, I don't like to touch them necessarily. But then when I went to like pop it out to like put the wax cubes in, I was like, oh, I can't touch that. It was. I do suggest people when like their bars are like this to pop them in the fridge for like 5 minutes before they want to break them apart, just so that it solidifies a little bit. I wish I would have taken my own advice on this bar, but I didn't think it was going to be that bad. But now I know. So I did that kind of through like the more living room area, and then I did clementine cupcake through the more kitchen side of the household. Don't love this as much as cutie pie cupcake. Also, really, I don't know if you can tell that the clam is stained orange here compared to like a regular clam. Kind of funny. Don't love this as much. This is actually sticking around for the fall winter. But just, if you put cutie pie cupcake in your club, I feel like you don't need that one. However, some people do like clementine cupcake more, so okay. And then so regarding the mixing, I know some people on YouTube do this. I know specifically like Hannah Blazon. I mentioned her in my Instagram post I made about it, and someone else I mentioned, but I am blanking who. I don't remember, and now I feel bad. I know some people do this thing where they have like their open concept. I have more like a living room side of my open concept, and then like obviously the rest is kind of the kitchen. It's not like super open concept, but it does all like float together. But it's like clearly like this is the living room, there's just no wall, then it's the kitchen, then it's like flows into the dining area, so it's kind of like open like that. But I felt like I wanted to utilize potentially like 2 scents that could like commingle, but they both have their spaces. So I know Hannah does this specifically, that's why she's definitely coming to mind, because she was the first one that got like my wheels turning about this. So say like one whole scent in the living room, and then you have one whole scent in like the kitchen dining type situation, and they kind of mingle in the middle and like mix, so they're complementary. Ooh, Linda H, she also does this. That is the one I was also thinking of, because I know she does more like bakery in the kitchen, something else in the neighboring rooms to like make them mingle well together. So that's kind of what got my wheels turning. Also, I was talking to my friend Beth, and she was like, you need to, I'm making this sound so harsh, but she was like, you need to, you know, stop messing around, like just mix the things. It may not be perfect, but it's just mixing. Like you don't have to put so much pressure on yourself. And I was like, Beth, you're right. Like she gave me a little bit of tough love, you know? And I was like, okay, I'm going to start mixing. So she was like really sweet about it. She's like, Ashley, you can't mess it up. Like, so I was like, okay, Beth, you've inspired me. I'm gonna try. Also, like listening to Hannah and Linda, I was like, okay, I feel like I can kind of get something going. So I did share this on Instagram. I feel like I had a little bit of a rough start. I started with probably like the hardest combo. Basically what I essentially did was I have a melting basket picked out. I just pulled it out, and I just kind of paired everything I had in there with a partner. So for these, for example, these are the only 2 like floral scents I had in my melting basket. So I was like, they're going to go together. Even though they may not go together, I'm just going to pair them together and see what happens. And you'll kind of see that with these other 2 I talk about. So I did Here Comes the Sunflowers. I wanted to test this because it's going away. And then I also did Pink Lemon Water. So these are not kind of the same scent profile. Here Comes the Sunflowers is like strawberry, some type of florals, sun-kissed petals, fruity musk, and strawberry. So I feel like it's the fruity floral. I think it's really nice in my opinion. I'm not gonna club it, but I do like it. Maybe I need to think about that more. No, I should. Okay. And then Pink Lemon Water is just straight up rose. It's like rose and mostly rose. So I was like, okay, kind of both florals. We'll just do it. I ended up putting the Pink Lemon Water in the more kitchen area, just because I was like, if it's stronger, maybe it'll combat more of like the cooking smells. That was my theory. And then I did this in the more living room area. They did okay. I would definitely not mix these 1 cube to 1 cube, because the Pink Lemon Water totally overtook the other Here Comes the Sunflowers. I feel like I mostly couldn't smell this because this mostly took over, but it was my first time doing this, not project, but like it was my first go at this. So I was like, well, okay, that wasn't the most successful, but I got my feet wet. Like I tried. So the next day it was, we had a little bit of sickness going on. We were gonna stay home. It was kind of rainy. I was like, I want to do something cozy. And also this was the day, I don't know what video, I think I said this a few videos back, but I was really craving graham cracker crunch. And so I was like working in my office, and I don't know if it was just my mind, but I felt like I kept smelling graham cracker crunch. I don't know if it's just in the right spot in like my organization where the breeze was hitting it, or like it was weird. I felt like I kept smelling it, but I had different wax going in the room. So I was like, I want to do something cozy. So I pulled out this mixture, and I really liked it, and I think it's changed my mind on one of these scents. So I did toffee butter crunch with blueberry cheesecake, and I didn't put them on like one side each. I kind of intermixed them. So some cubes I did like 1 cube to 1 cube, some cubes I did like 2 cubes blueberry cheesecake, 1 cube toffee butter crunch, and then like the reverse in the next warmer. And some cubes I went like, I just like really kind of did whatever, but they were all mostly like intermingled and mixed. It was so good. It was amazing. I was like, Dang, too bad I don't have more toffee butter crunch. Like, I think I just got another bar of it in my club, but then I won't get another bar till like October. So not that I'm gonna do this mix every week, but when it was going, I was like, I'm gonna do this mix every week. Like, it was so good. It totally changed my mind on blueberry cheesecake. Like, I have warmed blueberry cheesecake in the past and it's fine. It was so much better with the toffee butter crunch. My thought is, though, I could probably warm this with the salted caramel toffee. I've done a brick, and it would maybe give me a similar vibe. So I don't know. I feel like it brought the best out of both of them. Like, it was really good. I was really impressed with myself that day. I was like, wow, I can this. I was really impressed. Okay. And I feel like this one is more obvious. I may have also talked about this on Instagram, but my combo I have going right now for the mix is Pina Colada Cha-Cha. This is going away at the end of the month. And then Pineapple Sorbet. This is actually available in a flash sale the one back in March, I want to say. So not available. I love Pina Colada Cha-Cha on its own. So I do things I love. I do get a little bit nervous to mix with things that I might not know about, but Pineapple Sorbet smelled so good on cold in clam. Like, it just smells like literally pineapple sorbet. I wish this was available. I would probably add it to my club, honestly. And then Pina Colada Cha-Cha is just a pina colada. Like, it smells really good. So I originally was gonna do the same thing where I like chose a side for each of these, and then in the end I ended up doing like the same as the blueberry cheesecake and toffee butter crunch. I like mixed them all together, and it's been going for like 3 days. Today would be day 4. So like one whole day on the weekend, and then like, oh shoot, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So like after work and stuff, but Corey was home, so did I leave on the warmers? It's been going for like quite a while. I was gonna change it, but I turned the warmers back on. It still smells really, really good. So probably like soak up the wax later tonight and change it, because I don't want to go for like most of the week without changing my wax. I have a lot of wax to get through. This was such a good combo though, you guys. Like, even Corey, like, it had barely just started melting, and he walked downstairs and he was like, oh, pineapple. And I was like, yes. Oh, okay, sorry this got to be so long, you guys. I meant to do this earlier when I had originally planned to film it. I felt like my bin wasn't very full, and I had only like a couple bars in there. And then you know how that goes. All of a sudden, I just had a ton of other things I really needed to film, and then my basket was just like overflowing. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. If you have any recommendations on a mix to get me some Pacific Sandalwood, hit me up with the dupes. I really want to recreate that, but I am struggling. So thank you guys so much. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.